Hello, Brickhouse Bones family. Dr. Lisa here, and today I'm doing a bone safe yoga video for you. Now, as you may not know, I'm not just a physical therapist, but I'm also a certified yoga instructor. I've been thinking for a long time about how valuable yoga is for how we become aware of our body position, our posture, how we can deliberately and safely develop strength over long holds and positions without having to use weights, and just how valuable it is for developing our balance and the range of motion we need in our joints, hips, knees, and ankles to be able to bend safely for our spines. So I welcome you. Thank you for joining me here today. You may use a prop like a chair if you need to for your balance. You will need a strap for one of our stretching exercises at the end. And if you have a yoga block to help you, if you need that little bit extra reach, you can use a yoga block as well. Now today will be beginner, intermediate. We're going to move kind of slowly and deliberately. So as always, do what feels comfortable for you and create safety on your mat and trust your body. Folks, if you like this information and you like receiving this free content, it means so much to me if you share it, if you subscribe to the channel, if you watch all the way through. That helps support my ability to continue to do this free content for you. I thank you in advance. Okay, here we go. Let's meet at the front of your mat. Feet about 1 fist width apart. We're going to float up on the toes, reaching up and floating back down. Working the ankle and balance. Reach. Float back down. Reach up, hold. Exhale, hands to heart. Reach the tailbone back for a little hip hinge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Reach up, look up. Sweep the arms back and down. Clasp your hands behind your back. Reach the knuckles towards the floor. Lift the chin, open the heart. Snug the shoulder blades back and together. Release those hands. Good. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands down through the center of the body. We're going to do a hip hinge, modified forward fold. Place the hands on the knees, straighten the legs with a straight spine for monkey pose. Your spine should almost look like the number 7. Bend the knees, hands together, reach up. Sweep the arms down and back. Let's place the hands on the hips, and this is where you may use your chair if you need to for balance. Let's step the right foot back, keeping the right heel up, lifting the heart. Keep the left knee over the left ankle. And let's reach the arms up. Take your time here. Building some heat, building some strength. We're going to drop the back foot so it's turned out slightly. Keep the front knee open. Set the shoulders on top of the pelvis. Extend the arms out and look down the middle finger of the front arm if that feels comfortable. Let's straighten the front knee and reach up, look up. Exhale, bend the front knee back to warrior 2. Straighten the front knee. Moving with your breath if you're able. Inhale and exhale. Hold, relax the shoulders. Drop the back hand, turn the front hand forward, reaching up, reverse warrior, thinking about length through that front hand. One more breath. On the exhale, come back to warrior two. Let's bend the front elbow, bring it down to the knee. Extend the top arm over the shoulder so we have a nice straight line from fingertips to the outside of that right heel. Now, when we move out of this, we want to move from our core, from our middle body, as we're lifting the shoulders off the knee into warrior two. We're going to spin around, step the feet together, hands to heart center. So that created a lot of heat, a lot of work on that left leg, a lot of work on that left side. We're going to take our time here, step back so we're doing the other side. I'm going to turn the other side of my mat. You can see me from there. So stepping back, use your chair if you need to for balance. Okay, raising the arms up. So taking our time to develop some strength in the legs, develop some balance, lifting through the trunk. So we're working on our posture, doing it to the level that feels safe for you. Good, we're gonna drop the back foot, turn it out slightly. This knee stays over this ankle. And extend those arms out straight, looking down the middle finger of the front arm. Try not to be reaching, but your shoulders should be sitting right on top of your hips. Taking our time, building this tolerance, this load tolerance. We'll straighten the front knee, reach up, look up, exhale, back to warrior two. Reach up, exhale. You go at your pace. You don't have to go at my pace. Do what feels good. Trust yourself. One more. Wonderful. Drop the back arm, turn the front arm forward, reaching up. Reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. I like that one, peaceful warrior. Coming back to warrior two. I know we're getting a little tired. Let's bend that front elbow, tilt forward onto that front knee. Sweep that arm forward for extended angle pose. Good job. Remember to move from the core, move from the middle body as you lift yourself off the knee. Back into warrior two. We're going to sweep the arms forward, step to the front of your mat. Take a breath here. I'm going to work my way over to the under end of the mat just because it feels better to me. For no other reason than that. Okay, sweeping the arms up. Hands to heart, knees bend, hip hinge. Hands on the shins, monkey pose, long spine. We're going to reach the hands back with the palms down, fingers reaching behind you, crown of the head reaching in front of you. So crown of the head and the fingertips are pushing away from each other. Shoulder blades and wings are squeezing back and together. Knees are soft. Excellent. We're going to sweep the arms down as we lift the chest up and sit into chair pose. Now you may have your arms here if that feels better. It's absolutely okay. You can rest them here if you need to. If you want more intensity and more strengthening in the back and shoulders, arms up here. 2 more breaths. And stand. Let's take a breath here. All right. Nice job. I'm going to step the feet wider than the hips, out nice and wide. Bring the arms into goal post hand for goddess pose. Turn the toes out. Let the knees bend over the feet. And then back up. Knees over the feet. And back up. And only bend and go as far as feels okay to your body today. It's okay to start where you are. Excellent. Hands to heart center. Let's tick-tock those feet back together. Let's make our way onto our hands and knees. Into this tabletop position. I want you to go wide with your knees, letting the big toes come together. Walk the hands forward, and I want you to sit back, reaching the tailbone back with a long spine for child's pose. Now, this is a safe way to lengthen and decompress your back and to create space in the low back. You can wiggle those hips a little side to side. You shouldn't feel like you're forcing anything. Opening up through the knees and the hips and the low back. Taking a couple of breaths here. Bringing the knees together as you come up, and let the hips just drop down slightly to whatever level feels safe. So we get opening again through the front body. Good. Shouldn't be any pain. If there's any pain, don't do that. Take the knees wide, lengthening back. Being very deliberate and mindful in our movement, noticing sensations we feel, restriction or tightness. Maybe we can send the breath into that area of tightness. And with the next exhale, we can see if we can welcome a little softening there. Float forward, bring the knees together, lift the heart. Excellent. Let's meet in sitting. Now, if in this position you find yourself slouched, put a pillow, a cushion, or a yoga block underneath you to help lift you up. Let's start by bringing the right knee into the chest, giving it a hug there, getting a little stretch. Try to keep the heart lifting. Sorry if I just hit my microphone there. Keep the heart lifting. Good. Release that right leg. We'll bring the left leg in. Again, keep lifting through the heart. Release that left leg. We're going to bring the right leg up again. Cross it over the left leg. Wrap your left elbow around that leg. Right hand comes behind you, pressing the heart up. And we're squeezing that right knee to the left shoulder while having a tall spine. Working on that hip mobility. Use your breath to help you. Invite softening wherever we can. One more breath here. Good. Release the right leg. We'll bring the left knee up, cross it over. Scoot your hips underneath you. We're going to wrap the right elbow around the left knee. Left hand goes back behind to prop me up so I'm nice and tall. I don't know about you, but my hips are really appreciating this today. Feeling the tightness in the left hip area that is needing a stretch like this. Sometimes your body tells you thank you. It feels like what it's saying to me. One more breath. Good. We'll release that. Excellent. Let's come down to our backs here. Now you can come onto your side, roll onto your back, scoot your bottom over. Let's press. There we go. Press the hands down into the mat, have the knees bent. We're going to lift the bottom up into bridge pose. Holding that, squeezing through the glutes, pressing the hands down, engaging the muscles in the back body and the spine. Good, lower down. Again, press through the heels, press through the hands. Lift the hip points up. Pressing the hands down, getting engagement, muscles in the backs of the shoulders. Engagement through the legs. And lower back down. Extend the left leg long, bring the right knee in, give it a hug. Let's do circles with the right knee. Change direction. Really important to maintain mobility in our hips and knees and ankles. This allows us to get into the positions, bending and reaching and lifting that we need to be safer on our back. Release the right leg, give the left knee a hug. I think that is one of the really wonderful benefits of yoga is the mobility part of it. Switch directions on your knee circles. And our joints feel better when they go through full range of motion. Okay, bend both knees. I'm going to scoot down out of the way of the chair here a little bit. I want your feet as wide as your mat. And if it's comfortable, hands behind your head in this butterfly position. Sway both knees to the right and squeeze the left glute so it pushes the left hip slightly forward so you get a really yummy stretch inside that left thigh or on the top of that left thigh. Wherever you feel it is where you should feel it. So this is giving us, go ahead, come back to center, a little bit of rotation through our hips, a little bit of rotation through our spine, coming to the left side, squeezing the right glute, pushing the right hip forward so I get the stretch through here. Also get the stretch through the trunk. In this position, our spine is unloaded, so we don't have the pressure on each vertebra. And it's a nice, gentle way to get some safe rotation, which a healthy, happy spine really likes that rotation. With osteoporosis, if we're standing or sitting and we add load, such as carrying heavy weight, come back to center. And then we twist to the extremes, then things are more vulnerable. But as we lay back on our back and our spine is unloaded, it's a safer position to do that. Right. Okay, go ahead and give these knees a gentle hug into the body. Grab your strap. We're going to stretch out those hamstrings. So 1 foot through the strap. Left leg extends and keep the left leg active. So squeezing the thigh, lifting the foot up, pulling the toes back towards you. And then with the right leg, the knee can be soft as you work with your breath and pull that leg back towards your head. Taking your time. Your knee does not need to be locked straight. You can unlock that knee, but do try to keep the other leg engaged and active and working also. Work with your breath and direct your breath into those areas of tightness, restriction. Keep your head and upper body relaxed, except for the part that's holding on to the straps. Working, being patient, letting the tissues respond in their own time. Good. Okay, now we're going to bend the other leg. Bring that foot up, extend the other leg down straight. So that's the easy-weasy switcheroo method there. Pulling up again with a soft knee, working with our breath. Noticing, is this side tighter or looser? Similar or different? And taking these pauses in yoga and tuning into the signals of our body, having awareness of our position, where we feel whatever sensation is present. There's a version of mindfulness, of just being with what is in this moment, this precious present moment. That awareness is how we know ourselves, how we know how we fit into this shape and this form. Good. Release that leg. Set your strap aside. Let's snuggle in for a quick shavasana. So tuck the wings back, open the hands, let the feet fall outward. Rest the eyes closed if it feels safe for you. And just notice the sensations in the body right now. And take a moment to thank yourself for all the things you do, all the things you do. You are enough, just as you are. And I'm thankful for you. Namaste.